Hey, how you doing, fellas? Frankie Dave back again, YouTube. This evening, YouTube, I have another update. Speedy197's group build 1960 jet and prop-driven aircraft. This will be part 2 of my build to his build of my Shackleton update. This will be number 3 on my Admiral Shackleton. Folks, I'm going to pretty much add a little bit here and there, off and on today a little bit, and I didn't get too much done, but I got just enough done at the point that the plane's indeed for some serious sanding to relieve those hideous rivets and remove the filler that I applied on it. And as up to the update number 3 of part 2 of Speedy197's group build. As far as I got on the flying spark plug right here, I got the wings on there, and the flaps are all hooked up. And the flaps are functional. As you can see, they function on the aircraft. The Bombay doors, they swing open and everything. They're functional as well. And the wings had no problem at all. The wings, they actually fit very excellently. I was really amazed. A dinosaur of a kit like this gave me a special treat, you know, by it's a hey, I wish the rest of you that way. The wings, perfect fit, folks. Where the filler you see on those wings is that's all there is. That needs to be done. It needs to be sanded. That's it. So, as you can see, that the filler has not been sanded yet. That's much filler's on. It wasn't too much filler. Not too much filler. And I see in the wing root on the other side, I apply a little filler over in here, as you can see. Incidentally, folks, the wheel wells are going to be painted white. And so is the flap wells. They're all going to be painted white, too. The Bombay will be painted white. And the tail empennage, there's no filler needed whatsoever on the undersides of the horizontal vertical stabilizers. A little bit on top. Now, it wasn't very much as a spec. I decided to do it because it disturbed me because I don't like seams. So this thing's going to be pretty well seam free when I get done sanding it down. So the next step on this, folks, I'm going to go ahead and take it over to the kitchen sink and put a little joist soap in there and do a lot of wet sanding, get rid of these hideous rivets and really get this filler off there. And shoot a coat of primer on there. But before I do that, I must do this first next. As I'm getting everything on this model, sub-assembly wise, I've got the outboard and inboard engine nacelles. I got them assembled along with the undercarriage. The undercarriage in the kit is made retractable as a gimmick model. It retracts. You got this retracting strut right here. It folds up this way, but it does not hook up to the landing gear strut, so you got an end you snap it on when you lower it. So that's all a gimmick model. So this is not a gimmick model, folks. It's all glued in down position where the undercarriage will be. The engine nacelles, there's exactly to the assembly to this engine nacelle alone, with the exception of the landing gear, there's 4 pieces. Includes engine nacelles, inboard nacelles. Same thing with the outboard engine nacelles. Well, the fellows, that needs to be sanded. So I think only one good sanding will then make the seams in these, because I got them pretty much on here. So I got the sub-assemblies all done, focusing on the general assembly of the airplane itself, and also the engine nacelles. But before I prime the airplane, I'm going to sand the engine nacelles down and join them to the wing, and I'm going to go ahead and fill in between the engine nacelles and the wings that hook up to the wings as they are assembled, and fill those in and sand those, and after that I'll give the airplane a good primer and see what needs to be filled out, and everything's satisfactory. Just go ahead and do it to finish up painting. So it's going to be dark sea gray with white top, and the wing walks are going to be all yellow. I did my homework on my Shackleton. She's been dubbed with many names: the Shack, the Flying Spark Plug, all kinds of names. It's a beautiful airplane indeed it is. The kit was very, it brought back the yesteryears when I was a young man building models, and their kits back in the days were rough as a cob, but it is what it is back then. And nowadays, with all these precision kits by Trumpeter and the rest of these models that are coming out now, geez, Pete, I tell you, it's I wish they had them back in my younger days when I was cutting the mustard on these things. It sure made life a lot more easier. And then, if they were like that back then, can you imagine what they are nowadays? In fact, get in and fly around the house. But the Shackleton's come on pretty good. So the next update will be when the airplane's completely primed and ready for the finished paint scheme. So I don't want to drag this build out too much longer. So I guess I kind of put the cart before the horse. I thought I'd have it done by Christmas Eve, but I was wrong. Well, you know, I had activities like Christmas shopping and stuff, and oh, little people. They got a place up here about 2 miles from my house called Dayton Mall. You talk about a commercial cesspool. That place is it. So I stay away from places like that like I do a common cold. But anyway, folks, I was just rambling right there, and before I close off this video right here, I'd like to thank everybody for your tuning in. And I hope, I want everybody out there to have a very beautiful, joyous, and happy Christmas. And I hope every one of you great fellas out there wake up in the morning under your tree, a plumb fresh stash of styrene. That would be a modeler, builder's delight in heaven. And I hope that happens, and I hope all you guys as families out there, I hope you're well, and hope you all have a very beautiful Christmas and a very beautiful New Year. And we got 2 back-to-back colossal group builds coming up, fellas, and we got 3 that I know of going shaking down pretty good. We have Clint, the Mad Modeler. He's got the Snap-Tight model build group build going down, and I think I'll participate in that, so I'll get a hold of Clint and give him a thumbs up that I'll be in his list that he's wrote down people who's going to join up in his group build for next year. And Russell Goslin, he has a D-Day build. Like I said before in previous videos, there'll be a lot shaking on that one. And the same thing with Jake Cutler, Steve, across the pond. He's got his carrier aircraft group build going down, so there'll be a lot there too, so I'm in that build also as well. And I got my USS Arizona, going to start that as a separate build by itself, and in between paint jobs and assemblies, I'm going to start getting my finishing up all projects, starting up with my HMS Iron Duke and get her all squared away, get her ship shape, and I can start. I'm going to be a busy person, so 2014 is going to be like a marathon for me. Clint, I take your challenge, dear sir. That says my New Year's resolution is just like yours, buddy. Build more models. I will. So, we're just rambling, folks. So it's time for me to sign off here. I'd like to wish everybody out there once more again a very merry and joyous Christmas. And I hope the family, everybody has a very wonderful Christmas too. Be safe. And there'll be a lot of celebration, cool parties going on, a lot of this going on and stuff, you know. And fellas, just please be careful out there. You're doing a lot of drinking. Like I say, those cops are out there like a bunch of buzzers and real fat. So they'll jump in. It'll cost you. It'll cost you, folks. And it's not worth it out there. So be safe, and may God bless. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. The next video will be the preparation for the finished paint job of my Shackleton. That'll be video number 4 coming up. I just posted those in the past, my V25J. I got that underway, and so I won't post no videos until I be able to get this Shackleton ready for the final paint schedule. So that'll be that. So anyway, fellas, Frankie Day signing off right here. Merry Christmas, boys. And Happy New Year, and may God bless. And you got crazy glue in your fingers like that, use nail polish, your hands are free. So, you fellas take care, guys. Merry Christmas to you all. Good night, boys.